I'm Rhys Wicks with 2NURFM Hunter News. A police raid has uncovered cannabis, ice and ammunition in a Tanilba Bay home yesterday afternoon. Authorities found 2 tents housing sophisticated hydroponic cannabis setups within 2 bedrooms of the Monash Close home. A 46-year-old man has been charged with drug offences and will appear in Raymond Terrace Local Court on the 28th of September. A Rutherford service station has been the target of an armed robbery in the early hours of this morning. Police were called to the New England Highway service station near the Aberglasson Road turnoff just after 5 this morning. Data from the Bureau of Health has found hospital emergency departments across the Hunter are under increasing pressures due to funding cuts to after-hours medical services. Less government funding has led to the closure of several after-hours emergency services, including the Wallsend service, and an increased number of patients visiting Hunter emergency departments with minor injuries. Wallsend MP Sonia Hornery says the overcrowding in emergency departments is not likely to go away anytime soon.
The strain on the emergency departments, and we're seeing that by Bureau of Statistics reports, will get bigger. That's why we need more after-hours services that are available to the community that people can use conveniently so that they don't have to attend or turn up at an emergency department.
Tourism businesses in the Hunter are being urged to apply for the Regional Visitor Economy Fund. The grants are administered by Destination New South Wales and have the goal of doubling the number of overnight visitors to the Hunter by 2020. Parliamentary Secretary for the Hunter, Scott McDonald, says the tourism industry is important to the future of the Hunter.
It's an area I think that provides a lot of opportunity, especially for a lot of our younger workers who are getting a foothold into employment. I think one of the strengths of the Hunter tourism is the diversity. You've got the vineyards up in the valley, you've got a range of experiences, and I think really we can only grow.
Aussie blokes from across the Hunter are being urged to get involved in a new study being conducted at the University of Newcastle, which sets to look into how they really shape up. Participants in the study will attend a one-off session at the Callaghan campus and receive several body measurements to see if Hunter blokes align with national statistics, which suggest a higher percentage of males are obese or overweight. Researcher Angelica Cortella says the study will hopefully lead to further research into male health.
This study is very important because it gives more knowledge in this topic and also will inform an interventional study that will be held in Newcastle University in a few months. So that would be the next study. And yeah, we definitely need more knowledge and more data on these fields. So that's why we're researching this particular topic.
Hunter residents are being urged to consider animal adoption, with RSPCA shelters across the region hitting capacity. The Rutherford RSPCA is one of the most hard-pressed, which now accommodates more than 120 dogs, with more animals coming in every day. To help free up space, the RSPCA has launched the Give a Dog a Home campaign, which is halving the price of adoption, including registration, microchipping, desexing and vaccinations. The campaign runs from September 4th to the 6th. Hunter whale watchers are in for a treat, with pods of humpback whales heading down the coast. It's breeding season for the mammals, and preservation efforts over the last several decades have seen the number of whales skyrocket from 500 to over 20,000. Lawrence Orrell from the National Parks and Wildlife Service says it's as easy as heading to your local lookout.
For most people, the easiest and simplest way to watch for whales is to just find a vantage point of the ocean. Generally, the early morning is best. That's generally when conditions are calmest and people have a greater chance of spotting a whale.
In finance, the All Ords is down 66 points at 50.50, and $1 Australian is buying 70.14 US cents.
Sport for our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club Fishing Expo, September 13.
This Saturday will decide whether Newcastle will end the season with the wooden spoon. Despite this, caretaker coach Danny Medeiros says the team is still enjoying the game. The 37-year-old says support from fans is a huge motivation for the team.
I'm getting a result in their performance from their attitude, so that's fun, and they're smiling, and there's a fantastic night on Saturday night without getting the result. The fans all turned up, said goodbye to a couple of favourite sons and obviously the departing players. So that was a really good night all in all. Just didn't get the win.
Meanwhile, the Knights have named their lineup for the weekend's clash against the Panthers, with Beau Scott set to play his 200th and final game for the Red and Blue. And in soccer, Hunter Sports High School's girls teams will play for third in the 15 years schools Bill Turner knockout today after losses yesterday. 2NURFM news time is 1:05.